Okay, so what is the vibe, my YouTube people? We are here again. We are back.
The lion is back.
We are back. We have come for war. Now my pairs for this new week we just entered. We are back again. ADGPY. We are coming for you. So now, I'm sorry guys. If you guys watched the former video and the first video, you see where I analyzed. I broke this down. See where we cut a little bit of it, missed out on a chunk of the profits, and we're back again for it again. So next week this is a signal right here. Like I'm telling you, I can see it. So I'm telling you that AEJPY I'm going to be buying immediately market opens because of this confirmation here. This morning's formation looks like a continuation of the trend. Because if you notice, the weekly is still bullish. The weekly is still bullish. We still have the weekly head and shoulders here. The daily is bullish because we have, as usual, these are higher high and this higher low. So daily is bullish. So we're looking for a range to buy inside there. So we have had the pullback. This is still rejecting from this strong level of support and resistance. So I'm very interested in buying from this point right here as mainly market opens. So this is like the first trade I'm going to take. But you guys should pull your punches. Don't risk too much. Just calculate your risk, manage your risk properly. On to the next pair. This is very clear. It's just like it's continuing the trend. I don't use trend lines. Is it a trend line? Is it a trend line? I have no idea, but if you notice, if you are doing use trend line, this is first touch here, second touch, third touch, rejecting, third touch. I don't really care. It's not the trend line I'm using, but I'm like, I'm planning to buy. This is the first trade I'm going to take, and I'm going to exit somewhere here because I don't want to target this external here because of this support and resistance that I marked up here. So this is what I'm going to plan to exit. Here's the CHF. Here's the CHF. This is the second trade I'm going to take. I'm going to take these two trades at the same time. So this one I'm interested in because on the weekly time frame we are the lowest price this USD CHF has ever been. This is the lowest that's ever been in the history of USD CHF. Oh, not in the history. Oh, it has been this low before, I see, but for the past 10 years it hasn't been at this point. So anytime it created a very deep low, very lowest of lows, it started rejecting. It happened here. So we have history is bound to repeat itself again. So we are looking for opportunities to catch the retracement to buy. So we're trying to buy. So we had this morning star. I'm planning to buy. I'm interested in buying this pair because it is an indication for reversal. So you come out to the lower time frame, we saw a shift of structure. If you notice, you see some type of double bottom pattern here. Then this is like the pullback to buy. So it's very textbook trade. But as I said, pull your punches. This is a counter trend trade. The weekly is bearish, the daily is bearish, the 4-hour is bearish. All the time frames are pointing to the downside. So you want to pull your punches because they are all pointing to the downside. So it's a very strong counter trend trade. So that's the second trade. So I'm either going to go lower risk on these two because I'm catching the consolidation. I like the way this one is looking. I actually like it, but if I don't enter, I'll still tell you guys. I'm going to monitor it and see what I later do at the end of the day. That's the card. I think we have a lot of last week pairs here again. So end of the card, we are waiting for some kind of pullback, accumulation, then break of this level or this level, break of this level, pullback. I want to buy actually because though the weekly the weekly overall is bullish. It's pointing to the upside, is bullish. The weekly is bullish, and we had this candlestick here, this wick, this long bullish wick is like a liquidity grab, whatever you want to call it. Then we have the retest of the EMA, here. We have all this. We have this support, resistance, support, resistance on the weekly. Go down to the daily. I'll call this a bullish trend. I'll call this bullish. Though so I will not count this as the higher low. I'll count this as the higher low and this as the higher high. So this is my higher high and higher low. This is my higher high and this is my higher low. Then that means we are bullish. So we're looking for a strong level of support and resistance between this higher high and higher low to buy. So this is the level I marked up. This is the resistance, support, resistance. So support, resistance, support, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking for a strong level within this range to buy. So this is the level I picked. So I'm looking for a confirmation here, a kind of confirmation entry. Because right now the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish, and the 4 hour is bearish. So we're looking at, we wait for the 4 hour. For the 4 hour to go bullish, it has to break above this level here, this point here, for it to go bullish. So we're going to either we wait, we can take the trade before it goes bullish. So what we're waiting for to take the trade is a potential higher low. We're waiting for a potential higher low because market has created a low and a kind of high, and this high has not been able to break this low. So this is a potential higher low to create a new higher high, something like this, or maybe something like this. So that's my plan for NZD card. For CAD JPY, we are looking at on the weekly time. If you can go to the weekly time, the weekly is bullish because if you mark the most recent, the high is the higher high, and this is the higher high. Yeah, the bodies, as I said before in the first video. If you've not seen the first video, please go and see it, and you will try to understand the story of what we're trying to do here. So this is the higher high, this is higher low. So we're looking for so the weekly is bullish. So we're looking for a strong level of support and resistance within this range, within this higher high and higher low range. This is the higher low. This is the higher low. And this is the higher high. So we're looking for a range within this level, strong level of support and resistance within this range to buy. So price is not down here, so there's no need to start marking up the support and resistance here. But if you look at this, the way I'm looking at it right now, you see this left head, right shoulder here. So ideally this is left head, right shoulder. So I'm waiting for the pullback to buy. So price has already had this. Price has already had this wick pullback over on here on a doji. So I'm expecting buys. Soon. Very nice buys. I can foresee. If you even look at it on the daily time frame, you can still see the head and shoulders, but it's this big left head, right shoulder, boom, type shit, waiting for the pullback to anywhere in this level, in this range to buy. So zoom in, because we're not interested in all this price. This price action is choppy and it's messy. So we zoom in and look at what matters right now, what the price is doing right now, because we're trying to take a trade now. We are not interested in all this just past data. So we zoom into here, we look at on the daily time frame. This is the higher high and this is the higher low. So that means daily time frame is what? Bullish. So we are looking for a strong support and resistance level within this range to buy. So I already marked them up. I really marked them up like this. Sorry. Then this is level I chose because we have this resistance support. And a strong level of support and resistance has a minimum of 3 touch points. So we have this this level 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, so on and so forth. Very strong level of support and resistance I marked up here. This is the area of interest one because it's the first level of many touches. This is the second level I marked up here. So we are waiting for a pullback on CAD JPY to buy. Waiting for a pullback to this point. I set my alarm with testing daily. So when it gets here to let me know. So I'm waiting for it to pull back to this point to buy. So Euro CHF really messed with me last week. It made my week stressful entirely. We have this Euro CHF. As usual, the weekly is bearish. As we marked it up from last week, from the first video. Bearish from here to here. Price got here. As printed the bearish engulfing here. Continuation on the weekly. Pulled back. So the daily is still bearish because we have the the lower high and the lower low. Let me mark it up for you guys. The lower high and the lower low here. So looking for a range within this level to buy, to sell. So I couldn't find any. This is still this area of interest is still the most reasonable. This is the best area of interest. I'm still sticking with this. I didn't change it because I can't see any other point that I can mark up and say this is a strong level of support and resistance that is visible and clear. So either we wait for it to pull back into this level, into this point here. But with that price pull back into this point here, gives us a confirmation to sell and we sell, or price breaks under here and pulls back and gives us a rejection. So see that I typed here, I said I need a 4-hour rejection to sell. If I don't see 4-hour rejection, I'm not selling. I don't see, because if you also go down to the 1-hour time frame, on the break of this level, we'll see a shift on the 1-hour time frame, because this is the higher high, this is the higher low. We see a shift and we'll wait for a pullback, rejection, and then we sell. GBP USD. GBP USD is looking interesting-ish. On the weekly time frame has GBP USD has just been trending like look at this move, like just been going. I don't even know it was a trend line trader. Like they still hold trend line traders. Are you guys still holding GBP USD? See from here, so like on this point, like bro, like I've been trying to catch the retracement since, and I'm like, I've not seen a reasonable opportunity to catch the retracement. Just been maybe small trades here, like this small trade, this small sell I caught here, this small sell. I think I tried to catch a sell here with my stop loss. So I marked up this zone. I moved to the I took this support resistance from the back on the past here. So let me take it back. Now I'll show you guys why I chose the zone. So remember, I don't go more than 5 years to the. I don't use more than 5 years. Anything more than 5 years is now going too far. So I make sure I get 3 touch points from the current 5 years of data. Now I guess I get minimum of 3 touch points, then the level is okay. So we have 1 touch point here, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have the touch point. The level is very nice and strong, so that's why I chose this level as my support and resistance level. So, and also we have this reaction here, this bearish recovery. So I'm waiting for a pullback into this level to sell. I'm waiting for a pullback, and that's also going to be a lower high on the 4-hour time frame to sell, because it's the lower high, lower low. So we're waiting for a new lower high to sell. So waiting for a pullback to sell this. So AUD card, this next pair, I relatively like this bearish card, we had this bearish impulsive move, this impulsive bearish move. So we are looking, and that means this is the lower high and this is the lower low. That means weekly is bearish. So we're going to look for an area of interest on the weekly. So this is the level I marked up because we have this support, resistance, support, resistance, and so forth, so on and so forth. So we came here, we've come here before, we rejected, we've come here, we're testing the EME, and we have a doji candlestick. That means it is rejecting this level. So we go down to the daily time frame, we mark up our bullish and our structure. We understand our structure. We say this is the higher high, and this is the higher, sorry, this is the lower high and lower low, because this, I'll count this as structure. This was the high, this was the low. As it broke, this shifted to bearish. So weekly is bearish, daily is bearish. So I'm very, very interested in selling, because if you notice, this is also this is resistance, support, resistance. Very, very nice levels of support and resistance here. So I'm waiting for a pullback. I would love the pullback to be an engulfing candlestick. When an engulfing candlestick as a pullback, or a doji, then an engulfing, then I'm very 100% interested in selling. Also, if you go on to the lower time frame, you will see that. If you see that, stay with me. Look at this. This is the left head. Right, potential right shoulder to sell. So this is what I'm looking out for. This might be very nice, showing signs of reversal. I'm looking at, if it doesn't give me this, I'm not entering. So that's that for AD card. Then for UOJPY, we're looking at it from last week. In fact, a lot of pairs from last week are still here. So looking at it from last week, we are still waiting for the same break of the same zone to sell, because if you notice, ATJPY, as I said on the first video, has been trending for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks now. It's bound to have a retracement. Anytime it had just 1, 2, 3, 4, it had a retracement, had a very strong retracement. 1, 2, 3, 4, pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, pullback. Like, this is bound to have that pullback of like 2 or 3 candles. Has to have that pullback. So we are waiting for that pullback. So waiting for the shift to structure here, waiting for the shift and daily time frame, and break under this level. With that, the 4-hour time frame will shift and the 2-hour time frame will shift. All of them will shift. Then we'll look for entries to the downside. So I think that's basically all the pairs for this week. So if you gain value from this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Then I think that's all. Follow me on Twitter, because I will start posting gems there. Start posting daily updates and the trades I'm taking when I've executed. So if you want to get when I execute this trade, follow me on Twitter, because I will say it there. So, what's up, guys?